Yeah, okay, this is the second unfiltered video. Now I'm approaching town and I'm around people. What is the video that I have to do? I forgot. Reading an advantage. I first I realized this like yesterday in class, in cultural intelligence class. We were like, how do you communicate? I was like, intonation, and no one knew. I was like, Benjo, like, English is the first language. How do you not know what intonation is? And I just like, there were things that in the cultural intelligence class, they were like, okay, are you impatient? Do you finish other people's sentences? Do you say you will follow up and not? I'm like, I don't do that because I read about social skills. And for me, that was not even like a commercial thing where it's like, how do I increase the LTV of my customers or ensure they have a good time. For me, it was just like, I want girlfriend. I have to become best man to become girlfriend. And I just read like fucking a bunch of books. I read between 5 and 10 books on like how to become A, how to not be a nice guy, and then B, how do you communicate, how do you find the girl, how do you be a better man, and how do you find the girl that will be a long-term relationship, because having a secure, loving, long-term relationship is a very different game than getting the most girls as possible and sleeping with the most of them. That. So dude, reading provides so many advantages. You just think more. Now it's like, I feel like reading has some way influenced my brain, but I now use ChatGPT. So I have much more control of my English. My speaking is shittier because people here have been speaking for all their lives and I have not. But like, written, I have so much control over my English. I can prompt ChatGPT without doing the course, which I should do. I need to do the course to do my work. It's that easy. Like, ChatGPT is so helpful. And when ChatGPT does not work, you can just use Bard, bro. Just use Bard because it's connected to the internet and you can Google search amazing. Yesterday, in 1969 or 1967, there was this thing, what happened in 1967 related to New Zealand tourism, and I just put that in Bard. I put 1969 or 1967, I forget the date, NZ tourism development. It was like first minister appointment. I was like, amazing. And no one knew. I was like, this one Bard search away. Reading has so much advantage because it again comes to the same time save. Like, people have figured this shit out and then they're telling you, like, I hear you. The book, I hear you. Fucking 150 page book. Or short, 150 to 100 page book. Short book. I hear you teaches how to give emotional validation. So instead of when someone's telling you, I had a shit day, you don't be like, bro, come on, like, cheer up. You don't do that. You, oh dude, I can imagine that must have been so shit, bro. Like, if I was you, I'd be the same way. That is something that provides emotional validation. And that, by the way, is what makes people like you. So if you want to condition your girl to be with you, you provide emotional validation, especially for the feminine who thrives on it. But then there's a balance of, like, you cannot allow a person to become too emotional. You have to hold them accountable. That is something I don't know. That's that balance I have to learn. Like, so now cultural intelligence is much more easier for me because I know how to provide emotional validation. Because I know it's like, the customer is always right or treated that way. Like, okay, you have an issue. My job is to solve your issue. That's it. Like, if you cannot speak English, then we use Google Translate. Whatever. It's like, you are number one priority, and the mindset that reading first the tactical advantages. I feel like on YouTube you can learn more tactics now in like the modern age. But like the mindset that reading will just the growth mindset and just anything is possible, everything is fixable, all of that. Reading is such a massive advantage, bro. Like, such a massive. No one reads, bro. Like, it's so rare. Now I come here in India. My common thing would be in India. I was in good school, like expensive school. So I had people around me that read. We had a free library. And when I was in 3rd grade, I finished all the high school section books. Not the high school, the pre-high school, like the elementary and middle school. I finished all of that. No, I finished all the elementary school. So like, I had 1 year where I was just reading from the high school section, and the rest of the kids were like looking at me jealous. Like, I have read everything that is interested me here. And the librarian knew that because we had a reading diary system where you had to prove that you read the books. I had like finished like 80 books from the elementary section, and everything else is not interesting me. I was like, can I go to the high school section? She's like, yeah. You know what? Go. Yeah. Reading is fucking massive, bro. Fucking massive. It'll put your head Like, it's the cheat code. Okay, so Lewis Rossman explained it this way: reading is the cheat code to life. You know why? Because someone else has already solved the problem for you, and they just made a book. Imagine that. Every problem you have, you can read a book about it, and that's their problem solved. Someone else did the work for you. They must have taken 100 hours. It takes so much time to write the book, because if you distill it down, then all the time that they actually spent learning the book, learning what they've written about. So it's like diet. They've spent so much time learning about diet. Fucking like some like PhDs and like fucking MDs, fucking registered dietitians, and then they write a book which takes even more time to like distill it down properly. And you have like the most synthesized version. It's all about synthesis, right? It's all the most synthesized version of the book, of their knowledge. Which is like 100 pages takes what, 8 hours. It'll take 8 to 10 hours to read the book, and you know so much more. It's insane. You don't have to figure it out, and that's the same as coaching calls, like, which is what is allowing me to like make products now. Like, I'm saving your time. The whole now I can make products. The whole value is not, oh, I know more than you. The value is, yes, I know more than you, but you can learn the same shit online as well. You can pirate, which is what I've always done. Any courses, I pirate them. LibTorrent, Pirate Bay, 137x, pimpmymoney.net, pimpmymind.net. Like bunch of links. Go if you're in India or some third world country where pirating is not illegal, you won't get in trouble for it. Pirate everything, bro. Like, pirate everything. If you don't have money, pirate everything, because that's what I did. But yeah, I can now because I can now. My limiting belief about making products is broken, because now I'm willing to pay for it. It's like, the value is not in the stuff, the value is in the tens of hours I have saved you, potentially months of like waiting and procrastinating and then trying this and it does not work, the months of trial and error that I'm saving you for like 10, 20, 30, whatever the fuck is even if it's $100, it's worth it, because minimum wage is $20 or whatever, $15 in USA. If you can save $10, fucking amazing. Even if you're working like 20,000 rupees per month, okay, 20,000, and then divide by 200 hours, 20,000, that's 200 rupees an hour, or 20 rupees, 200 rupees an hour. That's still like $15-$20 is still